President Biden and NATO leaders place more sanctions on Russia today as the war in Ukraine shows no signs of ending. The president also announced the U.S. will host thousands of Ukrainian refugees, how one Wisconsin agency has more work ahead after resettling thousands from another refugee crisis. And another push to decertify the 2020 election, why one lawyer comments have many losing hope. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for joining us. President Biden unveiled new sanctions against Russia today at an emergency NATO summit meeting in Brussels. He and other leaders are also stepping up their humanitarian aid efforts in response to Russia's continued assault on Ukraine. The president said the U.S. will commit more than $1 billion in humanitarian assistance, as well as let thousands of Ukrainians come to America.
Many Ukrainian refugees will wish to stay in Europe, closer to their homes. But we've also will welcome 100,000 Ukrainians to the United States with a focus on reuniting families.
A White House official says the president's latest package of military assistance to Ukraine includes anti-aircraft and anti-tank systems, which began arriving yesterday. To give some context to the president's numbers, more than 74,000 Afghan refugees have gotten at least temporary permission to stay here in Madison. Our resettlement agency is just catching their breath from that global crisis, as Naomi Coles is here to explain. Naomi?
Nearly all the Afghan refugees designated for Madison's only resettlement agency have found homes here. It stretched them more than ever before, and now this new global crisis has them worried. Jewish Social Services is one of 6 agencies across Wisconsin that resettles refugees, helping them find homes, money, jobs, and a support system. In Madison, it's not been an easy task, but they're committed to welcoming more.
It is part of our mission that we work with everyone, whether that's from Afghanistan or Ukraine or from Africa or from anywhere else in the world. And I really do want to stress that we're here for refugees no matter where they are from.
The agency's executive director has many of the same questions that we do and is waiting on guidance from the federal government and the national agency that they work with. Now, the big question here, will they have to expand their capacity beyond what they are already planning for this year, or will Ukraine refugees fill the slots that they already have?
How large is their capacity exactly, especially compared to past years?
Now, this past 6 months, actually, they've actually resettled more refugees than they ever have had to do in the past any year that they've been operating. And so they've resettled 75. They have 80 additional slots for refugees across the globe, and that's about a quarter of which those slots are already filled.
Does Madison have a large Ukrainian population they could assimilate to?
Honestly, no. Wisconsin overall has a fairly small population of Ukrainian refugees. About 100 exactly have been resettled, mostly in Green Bay and in Milwaukee, from 2001 through 2019. Madison does have a few, but not a lot.
Well, a lot of people coming in, so it's going to be a lot of work again.
Absolutely.
Naomi, thank you. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the weather patio. Hi, Gary.
It's cloudy, it's chilly, Mark, but at least it's not raining or snowing right now. It was earlier today. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. Of course, the clouds have just socked in this part of the state, and it just continues to go on and on. We've seen some rain and snow showers, the most numerous across southeastern Wisconsin. The farther west you go from Madison, the less you've been seeing in the way of precipitation. But you can see a mixture of rain and snow showers, and temperatures are critical about that, but at least at this point, those temperatures have been above freezing. These are high temperatures, only 36 so far in Madison, 39 in Janesville, but Boscoville hit 41, and some of these temperatures may actually rise another degree or two before they start dropping again later on tonight. Current temperature, again, 36 in Madison, that's our high for the day, and temperatures will hold nearly steady this evening, probably in the middle 30s. By morning, we'll only drop to the middle 30s with the precipitation ending early this evening and just cloudy skies overnight. Tomorrow, look for a chilly day with some more rain and snow showers. High temperature at 41, then steady temperatures through the afternoon. Even colder weather's on the way for the weekend. I'll have more on that in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. An arraignment date is set for the woman charged in the baby Teresa death investigation. Kara Ludeman faces 1 count of concealing the death of a child after law enforcement identified her as the biological mother of the baby. According to a complaint, Ludeman, who was 33 at the time, did not know she was pregnant until late in her pregnancy. She told investigators when the child was born, the umbilical umbilical cord was wrapped around the baby's neck. The 45-year-old was released from jail late last week after posting bond. The man accused of shooting someone at Madison's men's homeless shelter and threatening others has pleaded guilty. Court records show Ronald Stevens reached a plea deal today. He faced a felony for attempted first-degree intentional homicide after shooting a man at the shelter's First Street location last March. Stevens ran from the scene and wasn't found until days later when police arrested him in Milwaukee. A sentencing date has not yet been set. Madison's mayor and police chief say racing season has been canceled. So far in 2022, there have been 18 serious injury-related accidents due to dangerous driving in the city. Last year at this time, there were only about 11. There have also been 5 deaths this year compared to just 1 at this point last year. 3 main areas of concern for the city are Mineral Point Road, the Beltline, and East Washington Avenue. Those 3 roads alone account for 57% of all traffic-related deaths in Madison.
We need our community to drive safe. We need our community to obey all the laws of the road and to consider others when we're driving.
This year, there's been a 25% increase in overall citations and warnings, and East Washington and the Beltline account for 35% of all citations issued. The theme inside a Capitol hearing room today was not new, a push to illegally decertify Wisconsin's 2020 election, but a piece of testimony that we heard raised some eyebrows. A lawyer who works directly with Michael Gableman's election investigation said there's nothing Republicans can do to overturn the election. Political reporter Will Keneally was there, has the details. Will.
That's right. It was standing room only today as supporters packed in to hear testimony in support of overturning Wisconsin's 2020 election results. Many were stunned when one lawyer said the opposite of what they were expecting to hear.
It's over then. You can't go back.
You could hear an audible gasp when a lawyer working with Michael Gableman, the former Supreme Court justice turned election investigator, said nothing could be done to overturn the 2020 election. James Bopp was among a group of guests invited to provide testimony on allegations of irregularities during the 2020 election. Those irregularities have been disproven by multiple court cases and 2 recounts.
There is no mechanism, no provision, no anything that would have any practical legal effect.
Bopp's position was clear. Because the Electoral College has already voted and is no longer active, there are no longer any electors to withdraw. That drew the ire of one conservative member of the state assembly.
It felt to me, ladies and gentlemen, it felt to me that it was staged.
Ramthan, who is also running for governor, criticized committee chair Janelle Branchin, who invited Bopp to speak. Branchin also had been an ally of Ramthan on questions of election integrity.
People used to say, well, you know, you're one of several fighting for doing the right thing in our state. Today I feel alone again, all by myself again.
In January, Ramthan introduced a resolution to withdraw the state's electors. Speaker Robin Vos ensured that went nowhere, though. Ramthan now wants the legislature to come back in what's called an extraordinary session to take up the measure. Ramthan also criticized a possible move by Vos to end the Gableman investigation. We'll have more on that at 6.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you. AARP Wisconsin is pushing lawmakers to lower prescription drug costs. During a virtual hearing today, the group delivered a petition with more than 126,000 signatures to Senator Tammy Baldwin. They're calling on Congress to take action now. Since rising inflation is affecting rising prices even higher, Senator Baldwin says it's an issue she thinks will gain bipartisan support.
There's a hope that we would get some support from our Republican colleagues so that we could get to 60 votes, which is what is required in the United States Senate to pass legislation. It's a supermajority.
Senator Baldwin also discussed the high price of insulin. The price of the drug had not changed in 100 years, but nearly doubled between 2012 and 2016. She also said she supports giving Medicare the power to negotiate for lower drug prices. The Department of Health Services held a groundbreaking ceremony for the Mendota Juvenile Treatment Center expansion and renovation project today. The event marks the start of a $65.9 million construction project to transform the Mendota Juvenile Treatment Center into a statewide resource for intensive mental health services. Currently, the center only serves boys. The facility's programming will be available to girls for the first time when the project is completed.
And we're very excited about the ability to provide as much treatment as possible to Wisconsin's kids here in Wisconsin. The alternative when we don't have enough room at facilities like this is often kids do end up needing to receive treatment out of state, and that's not good for them, that's not good for their families.
The project is expected to be completed over the next 3 years. And a quick programming note, March Madness coverage on CBS will once again lead to some changes tonight and tomorrow. Due to basketball, News 3 Now at 6 will air next at 5:30. News 3 Now at 10 will air on Channel 3000 Plus and TVW, and after the late game right here on WISC-TV. Again, that's for tonight and tomorrow. Well, coming up, the confirmation hearing for a Supreme Court nominee wrapped up today. After the break, we'll share some testimony from outside witnesses about their thoughts on Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson and her ability to do the job. And later, 2 teens are now facing charges for the disappearance of a Milwaukee child who was found safe. Later, details coming up on News 3 Now at 5:30. And stocks rallied on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials added 349 points. The NASDAQ gained 269. The S&P 500 up 63, and we'll be back.
Celebrate Ashley's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save mattress sale ever. We have millions of dollars of inventory with savings up to 65% off. Save $1,000 instantly on Serta Perfect Sleeper and finance interest-free for 5 years. All at Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer.
Attention homeowners, we started out with 50, then 30, and now we reached the final days looking for 20 homeowners to participate in our home energy assessment program. Mad City Home Improvement wants to help you lower your heating bills with eShield attic insulation. America's leader in energy reflective technology, the attic energy barrier that qualifies for a tax credit this year. Call now. Final days. 20 homeowners who participate in our home energy assessment program will receive special savings. For starters, free installation of eShield attic insulation. 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior military discounts. We'll even compensate you for your time. Call during this program to get a free $50 Amazon gift card with estimate. Visit MadCityInsulation.com. And South Central Wisconsin homeowners call 608-588-8226. 608-588-8226.
Dylan, how's that sofa you can't return from that big internet site?
Honestly, not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Just $20 a month will get you a gorgeous sectional, a 3-piece bedroom group, when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
No way.
How about kicking back in this luxury leather power recliner for just $25 a month? And come to Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've reinvented mattress shopping.
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. You've never been more at peace than with Honda Certified Pre-Owned.
Biggest scratch and save anniversary sale ever. We have millions of dollars of inventory with savings up to 50% off on doorbusters and finance your entire purchase interest-free for 5 years. All at Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 furniture and mattress retailer.
Coming up at 5:30, traffic fatalities in Wisconsin are on the rise. What the DOT believes is the reason and how we can all slow those numbers down. Plus, aggressive plans to crack down on reckless driving in the city. That's coming up in a few minutes.
Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's Masterwork series continues at the Capitol Theater March 25th with a world premiere performance of Christopher Blake's Kotuku and Paganini's Tour de Force Violin Concerto No. 1 featuring Eric Silberger. Tickets at overture.org.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, former President Donald Trump has filed a lawsuit against Hillary Clinton. He's seeking at least $24 million in damages, accusing her of conspiring to disparage the then-Republican presidential candidate and cripple his campaign. The lawsuit alleges Clinton and the Democratic National Committee fabricated a link between the Trump campaign and Russia. A federal criminal investigation into the Trump campaign ties with Russia led to several convictions of Trump campaign associates who lied about their political efforts. The probe established Russia's interest in helping Trump in 2016 and found the Trump campaign sought to capitalize on Russia's interference in that election. The Supreme Court confirmation hearing for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson wrapped up today. Skylar Henry has the details.
Similar materials, and with that, the Senate Judiciary Committee stands adjourned.
The Senate wrapped up 4 days of Supreme Court confirmation hearings for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. Thursday's panel featured witnesses chosen by the two parties advocating for.
The question we kept asking ourselves, how does one human being do so much, so extraordinarily well?
And against Judge Jackson.
Judge Jackson's now infamous law review article gives me no assurance that she would give voice to the voiceless victims of sex crimes.
10 Republicans on the Judiciary Committee sent a letter to Chairman Dick Durbin asking him to halt the hearings until they got access to confidential probation reports Judge Jackson used in sentencing child sex offenders.
Some of us have wanted those pre-sentencing memos. Are we going to be able to have access to those memos? I know we sent a letter to you.
This is very confidential, sensitive information, which is usually only seen by a judge. I'm sorry, Senator, I'm not going to be party to that. I would not want that on my conscience, that we did this for some political exercise here, which I think is totally unnecessary, and someone was harmed as a result of it. I'm going to resist it every step of the way.
The Senate Judiciary Committee is expected to vote on Judge Jackson's nomination on April 4th. But 4 days of often contentious hearings has done very little to sway the vote for senators on either side of the aisle. Republican Senator Tom Tillis, who is not likely to vote for Judge Jackson, conceded that she is qualified to sit on the Supreme Court.
And I find it hard to believe that anybody on my side of the aisle would disagree with that. So this has more to do with the application of philosophy.
Meanwhile, Judge Jackson resumed face-to-face meetings with senators on Capitol Hill. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
If the Senate Judiciary Committee recommends to move forward with Judge Jackson's nomination, the full Senate expected to vote on her confirmation sometime before Easter. A Chicago businessman is doing something to help drivers weather the high gas prices, and that has local officials concerned. Millionaire Willie Wilson, who's previously given away truckloads of face masks during the pandemic, is now planning to donate $1 million worth of gas to help people deal with the surging gas prices after already shelling out $200,000 last week. 48 gas stations across Chicago and its suburbs will participate, but some declined after last week's giveaway caused big traffic problems.
It took the better part of a day to try and figure out the best route that's going to cause the least amount of impact.
Each driver can get up to $50 in free gas, and each station will take in as many as 400 vehicles. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here.
Boy, I wish I had better news. The clouds and the rain and snow showers are going to continue on. 3 things you need to know. We'll see another round of rain and snow showers tomorrow. There could be some brief heavier snow bursts, but temperatures should be above freezing for most of the day, so I'm not looking for anything to stick to the ground. The weekend still looks cold. High temperatures only in the middle 30s for both Saturday and Sunday. And then as we head into next week, the next weather system brings some showers Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, we could see just about everything at that point. Monday night into Tuesday morning, there could be some light sleet, some light freezing rain mixed in with some light snow before that changes over to rain showers on Tuesday afternoon. And then Tuesday night, as temperatures start to rise into Wednesday, we could see some isolated thunderstorms with the showers as well. High-resolution Doppler radar right now, some light rain and snow showers, mainly just south of Dane County, moving into Rock County. This is where the heavier precipitation is, not having any precipitation here in Madison right now, and some rain and snow showers heading toward Milwaukee and out over Lake Michigan. A little wider radar perspective shows most of the steadier precipitation across over Lake Michigan and into lower Michigan, whereas to the west of here, not much going on. There is a narrow band of light showers. This is what will come through tomorrow afternoon. Again, with temperatures cold enough where we could see a mixture of rain and snow showers. And it's also going to be pretty windy behind that front. It looks like the bulk of the stronger winds will stay out to the west of us, but for tomorrow, there are wind advisories for much of Iowa into western Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas. On weather track, the jet stream has started to sag southward again. That's a sign that this cold weather pattern is going to stick around for a while. Notice how it's sagging southward into the central Pacific Ocean. Even as it comes into the United States, it's not as far north as it was earlier. The main branch of the jet stream now becoming the more dominant feature, and that's just kind of funneling the cold air into especially our part of the Midwest, where even the polar jet stream kind of joins the subtropical jet stream and allows that cold air to filter right in here. East Coast remains wet. Our weather system here, lighter precipitation, rain and snow depending on temperatures. But as we take a look at temperatures right now, our first high pressure is located just to our north. That's starting to dry things out a little bit. But here's that cold front with those showers out to the west of us that'll be coming through tomorrow. Ahead of the front, temperatures are in the 60s over the eastern Dakotas. We're in the 30s, and we'll probably only make the low 40s by the time the front gets here. So while temperatures out to the west are a little bit warmer than they are right now, behind it, those temperatures drop off again, and that's what we have to look forward to for the weekend. For tomorrow, look for mostly cloudy skies. It'll be chilly with some snow showers mixed in, a little rain at time, high 41, then temperatures holding steady through the day. Notice the rain and snow shower chances ending early this evening. Should be dry overnight, and then tomorrow, here come the rain and snow showers. This is at noon. Notice those temperatures right around 40, so that should keep anything from accumulating, and then after that, temperatures start to drop as the precipitation moves on out tomorrow night. As we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, temperatures on the cold side for the weekend, back up to 40 on Monday. Again, that mixed Monday night, rain showers on Tuesday, maybe a thunderstorm Tuesday night into Wednesday, then colder with a chance of flurries on Thursday, and then temperatures staying in the mid-40s Friday. No real sign of spring, at least over the next 10 days. As we check out first warn traffic, here is the view of the Beltline at Park Street. Traffic moving pretty steadily in both directions. Looks like the roads are dry. Just a little bit of a slowdown around the construction area around Todd Drive and Seminole Highway. A little bit of a slowdown on the westbound side near Stoughton Road. Right now, about a 17-minute trip either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. A normal time from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990, Middleton to Sauk City, a pretty quick trip, and downtown to Sun Prairie. East Washington Avenue and US 151 will take you 18 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Coming up, men may soon have a birth control pill of their own. More from the scientists developing the contraceptive after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Race on into Hy-Vee and save this Friday through Sunday. Get an 8-piece chicken bucket, a 2-liter of Pepsi products, side salad, Craven flavored chips, and cookies, all for just $16.99. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
It's been all over the news. Energy costs are on the rise. Give your home an energy upgrade and offset high energy cost with eShield. Brought to you by Mad City Home Improvement, the revolutionary attic insulation that's Energy Star approved. It's the high-density fiberglass supercore that reduces energy consumption all year long. Now's a great time to call Mad City Home Improvement. Final days, 20 homeowners who participate in our home energy assessment program will receive special savings. Free installation of eShield attic insulation. 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior military discounts will compensate you for your time, and you get a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Visit MadCityInsulation.com. And South Central Wisconsin homeowners call 608-588-8226. 608-588-8226.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
The great outdoors await you at Bob's Discount Furniture. Soak up the sun on my dream outdoor sectional, only $19.99. Dine outside with my Lennox outdoor dining set, only $18.99. And lounge on my Laurel outdoor sectional, only $16.99. Each have Papa-Pedic memory foam seating, matching accent pillows, and 100% recyclable all-weather wicker. Plus, each set comes with a heavyweight cover. And in Bob's backyard, the wildlife doesn't want to eat you. Just belly rubs.
Find your style with more than 1,000 outdoor lighting options. The Santa Fe Outdoor Wall Light features clear seated glass, and it's available in a black or white finish. Pick it up today for only $29.99 after 11% rebate. Update your home's exterior with Novik siding panels. They replicate the natural beauty of stone, and they're easy to install. Get 11% off Novik siding panels right now at Menards.
Race on on into Hy-Vee and save this Friday through Sunday. Get an 8-piece chicken bucket, a 2-liter of Pepsi products, side salad, Craven flavored chips, and cookies, all for just $16.99. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, big news on the jobs front. Jobless claims have dropped to a nearly 53-year low. The latest numbers from the Labor Department show just 187,000 people in the United States filed for unemployment benefits last week. The last time jobless rates were that low was 1969. The problem is the strong jobs numbers could lead the Federal Reserve to step up its pace of interest rate hikes as a way of keeping inflation in check. Researchers are planning to start human trials for the first male birth control pill. Scientists from the University of Minnesota have created a new contraceptive that does not contain hormones and doesn't cause harmful side effects. Laura Podesta has more.
Some men embrace the role of fatherhood, but for those who are not ready, their main choices are condoms, a vasectomy, or relying on women to manage contraception. Soon, they could have a new option.
We are very optimistic and very hopeful.
Scientists at the University of Minnesota developed a pill for men that blocks a vitamin A producing gene needed for conception. After a 4-week test on mice, researchers say the pill dramatically reduced sperm counts and was 99% effective in preventing pregnancy without harmful side effects.
We target non-hormonal pathways so that we wouldn't have those hormonal side effects.
The mice could be fathers again 4 to 6 weeks after they stopped receiving the compound.
As a urologist, I'm excited because this is something different. This is something non-hormonal.
Medical experts caution while the findings are encouraging, they're also preliminary.
We have to wait. It may take years before we actually see this as an option for men.
For people we spoke to here in Times Square, a birth control pill for men is an idea whose time has come.
Overall, more safety during sex, for both partners, that'd be beneficial, especially for me, so I would take it.
I probably would try though, while I'm still young at least. And then when I get older, I just let it rip.
If the FDA gives the okay, clinical trials for humans could begin within 6 months. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
And other male birth control pills currently undergoing clinical trials target testosterone. Doctors say those could come with some side effects, including weight gain and depression. Well, the final check of your forecast when we come back.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now at 5.
Everyone's invited to the joyous Broadway hit that New York Magazine calls smart and big-hearted. The Prom makes you believe in musical comedy again. So full of happiness that you think your heart is about to burst.
Get your tickets to the Prom today at overture.org.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. At Liberty Buchamug.
Cut.
Liberty Bibbity.
Cut. We'll dub it.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. The Prom is a musical comedy about big Broadway stars on a mission to change the world and the love they discover that unites them all. Everyone deserves a chance to celebrate.
Everyone's invited to the Prom. Get your tickets at overture.org.
And Gary's back with one final check of this February forecast. Early March forecast?
Early March. I have to say early March because we're at least getting some rain in with the snow. Most of the more concentrated areas of rain and snow are to the east out over Lake Michigan and into lower Michigan. But high-resolution Doppler radar shows at least some light rain and snow showers between Madison and Janesville. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s. Madison right now at 36, Janesville at 39. So certainly that's too warm for anything to stick to the ground. It's actually a little warmer to the north and west into northwestern Wisconsin, where where they've had some sunshine, but we're stuck underneath the clouds, so we're in the cold spot here. Temperatures holding nearly steady this evening, dropping to a low of about 34 overnight. Another round of rain and snow showers tomorrow. High temperature around 41, then temperatures holding steady through the afternoon. Nothing that should stick to the ground, but that'll end tomorrow evening. Cold for the weekend. Highs only in the mid-30s, around 40 early next week. Some rain, maybe some mixed precipitation, even a couple of thunderstorms by Wednesday. And then temperatures back in the low to mid-40s by the end of the week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Stay tuned for News 3 Now at 5:30 right after this.